Hello guys, so welcome to the third video of the chapter Parabola. We have studied a lot till now, and the next topic which we are going to cover is the chord joining T1 and T2. So if you have not watched the previous two videos, I'll provide the link of the previous two videos in the description, and you can see the two videos, and then we can continue with the third one. Okay, so let us start the equation of the chord joining T1 and T2. So the first question comes is, what is a chord? So chord is any line which passes through the parabola like this, and T1 and T2 are the parameters. So if A is 1 point, then the coordinates of A will be AT1 square plus 2AT1 comma 2AT1. So I've explained this in the last two videos. You can see the previous two videos and then watch the whole content. And the coordinates of B will be AT2 square comma 2AT2. Okay, and the equation of parabola is y square is equal to 4ax. So we have to derive the equation of this line. So it's very simple because we have the coordinates of the 2 points A and B, so we can write the equation using the equation y minus y1 is equal to slope into x minus x1. Okay, so y minus, let us take y1 as the coordinates of point B. So y minus 2AT2 is equal to 2a, taking 2a common, 2a T2 minus T1 upon a T2 square minus T1 square into x minus a T2 square. Okay, so a gets cancelled, and from numerator and denominator, if we divide the denominator into two parts, then this is the formula of a square minus b square, which is equal to a minus b and a plus b. So a minus b gets cancelled from the numerator, and we are left with 2 divided by t1 plus t2. So the equation of the chord becomes y minus 2at2 is equal to 2 upon t1 plus t2 into x minus at2 whole square, at2 square. Okay, now taking this t1 plus t2 on this side and multiplying and solving the whole equation, we get the final equation of the chord as t1 plus t2 into y is equal to 2x plus 2a t1 t2. So this is the equation which you all have to remember. So if we are given two parameters T1 comma T2, then the equation of the chord joining T1 and T2 will be T1 plus T2 into y is equal to 2x plus 2a T1 plus T2. Okay, so let us see here. Equation of line joining AB is equal to T1 plus T2 into y is equal to 2x plus 2a T1 T2. Okay, and if the line joining T1 plus T2 passes through a fixed point on the axis of the parabola c comma 0, then okay, so if this line AB passes through a point on the parabola whose coordinates are somewhat like c comma 0, okay, then we will substitute this point in this equation. We substitute the point c comma 0 in this equation. So this gives us T1 plus T2 into 0, that becomes 0 is equal to 2 into C plus 2a T1 T2. So from here we get T1 T2 is equal to minus C upon A. Okay, this is one more point which we have to remember, that T1 T2 is equal to minus C by A. And if that line passes through the focus, that is, it is a focal chord, then we know that that C is equal to A in that case. So it will be T1 into T2 is equal to minus A upon A is equal to minus 1. So T1 T2 is equal to minus 1. So you will ask me that what is the benefit of remembering this T1 T2 is equal to minus 1? So if we have the coordinates of A like at1 squared comma 2at1, then the coordinates of B or Q in this case will be equal to A upon t1 squared comma minus 2a by t1. Because what will be t2 from here? it will be nothing but minus 1 upon T1. Okay, I hope this is clear. And if you have any doubt regarding the concept, you can comment in the comment box and I will clear all your doubts. Okay, so the HM, the next point which we have to remember and that is important from advanced point of view, is that the HM, that is the harmonic mean of SP and SQ is semi-lattice rectum. So what is the length of lattice rectum? Yeah, you guessed it right. It is 4a. So the length of semi-lattice rectum is half of that is equal to 2a. So the point comes that the harmonic mean of this length and this length is 2a. So let us see how that happens. So harmonic mean is equal to 2 into SP into SQ divided by SP plus SQ. Okay. So what is the length of SP? From here, from focal directrix property, we know that this length is equal to this length. That is the point to point length is equal to the point to line length, because E is equal to 1 in case of parabola. And this distance is A, we know. And as the coordinates of P are 80 squared, 280. So this distance is 80 squared. So the distance of point P to this perpendicular line is A plus 80 squared. Many people will use distance formula in this case, but you have to understand that distance formula is very complicated in this case, and all you have to do is use the focal directrix property. You will use distance formula. S is focus, so this is A, 0. So what many people will do is they'll find under root of A minus 80 square ka whole square plus 0 minus 280 ka whole square. They'll find this. But what we have to do is we have to use focal directrix property. And so this length is equal to this length is equal to A plus 80 square. And now we have learned that T1, T2 is equal to minus 1 in case of focal chord. So what will be the coordinates of Q? A upon T squared, 2A upon minus T. This is clear to everyone? So this distance will be A plus A upon T squared. Very clear? Chalo, nice. Then 2 into SP is A plus 80 squared and SQ is A plus A upon T squared. And SP plus SQ is this. So upon solving this, we get it to be equal to 2A. So the harmonic mean of SP and SQ is semi-lattice rectum. Okay, so based on the previous concept, let us do one question. So the question says that a quadrilateral is inscribed in a parabola y square is equal to 4ax such that 3 of its sides passes through a fixed point on the axis of the parabola. Then prove that the 4th point also passes through a fixed point on the axis of the parabola. Okay, so let us first draw the parabola. So this is the parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax. Okay. And now let us draw any quadrilateral on this parabola. Okay, so this is the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Let the parameter of A be T1, parameter of B be T2, parameter of C be T3 and parameter of D be T4. So it says that 3 of its sides passes through a fixed point on the axis of the parabola. So if we consider the side AB, this is the fixed point. Let us denote it as alpha, 0. because it lies on the x-axis. Now another point which we clearly can see that it passes through the axis is the side CD, and let us denote this point as beta comma 0. Okay, so now the third side also passes through the axis of the parabola. So let us extend this line, and so this is the third line and it passes through the parabola, axis of the parabola at, we have marked alpha comma 0, beta comma 0, delta comma 0, gamma comma 0. Let us name this as gamma comma 0, and let us see where the fourth point meet. Let us denote this fixed point as delta comma 0. So if we consider the line AB, then we know from a previous concept that T1 into T2 should be equal to minus C by A, and C is what? C is nothing but alpha in this case. So this is minus alpha by A. Let us denote this equation as 1. Applying the same equation on this line CD, we get T3 into T4 is equal to minus beta upon A. Let us name this equation as 2. And if we see this line BC, extended line, then T2 comma T3 is equal to minus gamma upon A. This is the third equation. Okay, now we have to prove that the fourth point also passes through the fixed point on the axis of the parabola. So we have to prove that delta comma 0 is also a fixed point, that is it has a fixed value. Like मान लीजिए अल्फ़ा का वैल्यू 2 है, बीटा का वैल्यू 3 है, गामा का वैल्यू 4 है, तो ऐसा नहीं कि डेल्टा कुछ भी हो सकता है, उसका भी एक फिक्स्ड वैल्यू है, ऐसा हम लोग को प्रूफ करना है. ओके, so we have to prove for T1 into T2. So from these three equations, let us see how we can get T1 into T4. इस दोनों इक्वेशन को मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा 1 into 2 और इस वाले को डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, डिवाइडेड बाई 3. वी गेट T1 into T4 इज इक्वल टू 1 into 2, 1 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करो मतलब माइनस अल्फ़ा बाई ए इंटू माइनस बीटा बाई ए. अब इसको डिवाइड कर दो माइनस गामा बाई ए से, तो ए से ए गया, माइनस माइनस गया, एंड दिस इज इक्वल टू माइनस अल्फ़ा बीटा बाई ए इंटू गामा. अब देखो क्योंकि अल्फ़ा कांस्टेंट है, बीटा कांस्टेंट है, गामा कांस्टेंट है, तो इनका मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन ये फैक्टर भी कांस्टेंट होगा. सो लेट अस डिनोट दिस फैक्टर एज डेल्टा. दिस इज डेल्टा कॉमा ए. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो कांस्टेंट, and so we have proved that the fourth side also passes through a point, fixed point on the axis of the parabola. अगर आपको इस क्वेश्चन से कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम है, कोई भी आपको क्वेरी है, तो आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए. Okay, so let us see one more question. So the question says that prove that all the chords which are subtending a right angle at the vertex of parabola passes through a fixed point, and we have to also find that point. So this is a general parabola, y square is equal to 4ax. This is the origin 0, 0. This is the chord AB, any random chord. We are taking the parameters of A as T1 and B as T2. So this chord AB is subtending 90 degree at the origin. Okay. So it is given that we have to prove that this point is a fixed point and we have to find this point. Okay. So what we'll do is, we know one thing that this is 90 degree. So we can write the slope of this line into the slope of this line is equal to -1. Okay, so the coordinates of A will be at1 squared comma 2at1, and the coordinates of B will be at2 squared comma 2at2. Okay, I hope it is understood till now. So the slope of AO, let us the origin be O. So the slope of OA will be 2at1 upon at1 squared into slope of OB. So the slope of OB will be 2at2 upon at2 squared, and since it is 90 degree, so this will be equal to -1. Okay, so cancelling A and 1t1, here also A and 1t2, we get t1 into t2 is equal to -4. I hope it is clear till now. t1 into t2 is -4. Now we have to find that fixed point. So we'll use the concept which I have told you, which I have made you understood a few minutes before. So t1 t2 is equal to minus c by a. Okay, in case of chord, comparing these two equations, we can see that 4 is equal to c by a, and this implies that c is equal to 4a. Okay, I hope this is clear. So what will be the fixed point? This fixed point will be 4a comma 0. You can ask any doubts related to this question in the comment section.